I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win.
Hey. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. They mama proud, got a thou in the balcony. Nah, 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 I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't shoot me down, send the cavalry. It been a while since I had time for me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Hello. Nice march out with the polo. Like my style, don't ya? Nice like this, I wish I was with ya. On my turf, roll out the Henry rocks. She like when I hit the receiver. Friend hop in, this is a four-seater. Made a yank straight out the wood, I'm Derek Jeter. Major leaguer, no fatigue. We don't get no handout, we don't get no Magarinas. Never gon' throw your back out, tryna work, you need a breather. I need a break. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me? Hold on. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down. Tell me who you talking to. Roll up that Sinatra, fly la mama to the moon. She asked me what's my life path. Told her 55 south to the cat. So many couches I cried. Shout out Zazo, Tree, and shout classic. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the fuck up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the fuck up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the fuck up, baby. I know you really wanna be my only one, but I didn't need somebody to hold on to the fuck up.
Today, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, taking on Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they come in riding high. Just 1 loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
Always fun to get a peek at Tom Brady as he gets in place to command this offense for Tampa Bay.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He was brought down. The numbers for Jones last week, 15 carries, 72 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on him. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this is going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
I know we were assigned this game, but let's face it, this is the one we wanted, isn't it? A chance to watch an MVP candidate perform down the stretch just 4 weeks ago. How are you feeling about his chances?
Well, I think he certainly has a shot. It's going to determine what he does and what the others around him do for these last 4 weeks. But more MVP chatter, it seems like, every year as you hit the month of December. This year's going to be no exception.
Yeah, I know he's not ranked #1 right now, but if he plays up to his capabilities, I think he's going to win the thing. We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. The numbers for Sanders last week, the hat trick +1, 4 trips to the end zone with his legs.
And, partner, you know how all the guys do when they do that little symbol now about eating, right? Keep feeding me, feeding me. They just kept feeding him, and next thing you know, he kept getting in the end zone.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
If you did know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no return here for Perry. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
First down.
They go play action with Hurts. He'll buy some time right. And he'll complete this one to Fulgham. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end.
Complete to Dallas Goedert. A gain on the play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Ball carrier.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less.
That rush coming, and he's taken down.
Neil Barrett. Jalen Hurts sacked. A loss of 9 yards. It's 3rd down. 3rd and...
Hurts sets up to throw it. Flushed out right. And he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. 31 yards there and a first down.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover 2 or a 2-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the 2nd level. That offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the 2nd level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
Yeah, making those linemen work with a couple of blocks. They look good doing it there.
And 12 at the 47-yard line.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. And now running right through him. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
At the 18-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And Brake, the tight end's got it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Brady. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. Again, they'll throw with Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incomplete.
And this is going to be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How big is... that penalty, wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Well, he gave one defender the slip, but others waiting in the wings and dropping him behind the line.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a nice second effort we just saw there, so I'm trying to get to the end zone, but a lot of times near the goal line, that second effort can lead to disaster. Make sure you hold on to the football because there's going to be guys swarming when you're carrying it. His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. They
got his man complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Looking middle, and that's complete.
Hurts pass.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
He was brought down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh? It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
He's going to run again. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Flush to his right, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
From the gun, it's Hurts, eluding the pressure right. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exact. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. So 2nd and goal there from the 1. They go to the air.
And the perfect down to throw the football in this sequence. 2nd down is always kind of that, do they throw it, do they run it? They worked it out to perfection on that one by throwing it into the end zone.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive goes 8 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no return here for Perry. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. They'll run it with Jones. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Jalen Mills in on the stop.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
At the 46-yard line.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 45-yard line.
Brady now to throw. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a first down carry by Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Brady going to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Vaughn. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw to Evans on the slant. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's up and good. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. And he's been busy with his feet. He's been quite the scrambling man.
And obviously that can break down a defense. But a lot of it is just that they just get trapped with worrying about it so much that other things break down as well. You know, you break the huddle, and you're not just playing what comes out at you. You're like, oh, God, don't let him outside of the pocket. Don't let him beat us with his legs. And then he starts to beat you other ways.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Hurts fumbles it. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Look at the big man rumble. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling.
Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. Facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up second and 2 at the 39-yard line.
Hurts. Left side here to Sanders. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down. It's Scott, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Hurts to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. We'll see. I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Now this one complete on the slant route, and they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. From the gun, it's Brady. His throw caught right around the 6. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Again, it's Brady. His pass caught at the 4. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady, and he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it?
At the 30-yard line.
He'll fire deep for Rager. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. That is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A good pick up there of 20 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Once again with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders as time expires in the first half. And the Eagles are back within a score. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll start over in Texas at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. And it's the Saints who are out in front. Traquan Smith, a touchdown reception. From there, we head to Hard Rock Stadium to check on the Dolphins at home in Miami. And they've got the lead over the visiting Colts as that one's gone to halftime. Jalen Richard, a touchdown run in that first half. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And at this point, they trail the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Calvin Ridley, a touchdown reception. In the game you're watching, it's who else? Tom Brady with a strong first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now Sanders. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Eagle ball carrier.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
A gain of 22 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Yards to go.
Throwing is Hurts. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Complete to
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 27. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 6. First down.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
And this is caught at the 8. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run with Sanders, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now. That little setback there on first down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes, because they've got to take field goals out of their thought process. They need a touchdown and a conversion to tie this game. What play calls does he have on that sheet?
Second down. Here's Hurts.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And no return here for Perry. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw is Brady.
25-yard line. The pass, a loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's got Miller.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Throwing on first down is Brady. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Flush to his right. Catch made by Fulgham. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage. But you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at it, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about. And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. A solid first half for him, and so far a good start to the second half.
And I'm going to try not to go overboard with praise here, but I can't help it. He is playing so well. Really accurate with the ball, finding guys open downfield, and finding the end zone 3 times. That'll help offset the 1 interception.
Absolutely. Just that 1 pick with the 3 touchdowns so far. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They were just trying to give their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Here's Jones. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
At the 27-yard line.
On first down, Brady over the middle to Evans. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Shotgun now for Brady. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. That catch good for only a couple.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just run a ride there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Eagles 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Boston Scott, the one he was looking for that time. But it's going to be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They'll run with Scott. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
5-yard line.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
And they'll try a jet sweep. It's Reagor. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They go play action with Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have moved out in front. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no return here for Perry. That'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. He sets up the screen to Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
That's a gain of 2.
The Bucs on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd down and 12. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 20.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there. 1st down.
He was brought down.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Bucs' 26-yard line.
Hurts. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A good pickup there at 22. Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Hurts sets up to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high, the tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Here's Hurts to throw, and this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Green, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as he'll go for two. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And no return here for Perry. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. He's got Evans. The 30. And all the way down to the 26. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they can... convert there on 4th down. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Brady to throw again. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Brady now on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
To kick off.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10. at their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the carry, this is Scott. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Charles White. Why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Today's final score.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Eagles, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year.
And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.